150人切りへ
This is real stuff that happened to real people.
これは現像を急いでくれ
Yeah, it really pulls on your heartstrings.
我昨天不能再写了，小就是汉奸。
Unapologetically relenting.
And I'm still processing now.
Dead to Rights is topping the Chinese box office, having surpassed 1 billion yuan in its first 8 days of domestic release.
Yeah, right. It's definitely leading the summer box office here. So let's explore a little bit of why this movie is resonating so deeply with moviegoers.
Yes. And let's start with the title.
Right. So the title in Chinese is 南京照相馆, which in English would be Nanjing Photo Studio. But when the creators went to decide an English title, they didn't do a direct Chinese to English translation. They went for the American idiom Dead to Rights.
This is a fictionalization of a true story that occurred during the Nanjing Massacre in 1937.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely a very heavy topic. And it was done really well.
And I think you could say it was graphic, but it's not gratuitous.
Yeah, it really pulls on your heartstrings because
Absolutely.
I felt a whole smorgasbord of emotions while watching it.
Yes, if you were going to summarize in one word, what would you say? Your feelings and experience?
Probably unrelenting.
Yes.
And I'm still processing now.
Yes.
So it's still going.
I agree. I think unapologetically relenting, which I think this kind of film needs to be, not letting you look away from what happened, because it's a part of history, as awful as it is, that does need to be remembered.
Yeah, exactly. Or learned. I mean,
Yes.
I don't really remember learning anything about the Nanjing Massacre. There was maybe a line in my curriculum on World War II, but mostly it was about the Allied powers and the Axis powers, and if there's anything with Asia, it was about Japan being a part of the Axis powers, and then also the U.S. dropping atomic bombs.
Right,
But there was really no mention of the other part of the World War II or the other part of the world.
That your country of origin really does shape how you view history.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is obvious, but this was a really concrete example of both sides kind of running into that realization. And so I remember reading about the Nanjing Massacre. We called it was the Rape of Nanjing in our textbooks in school, but we didn't drill down into a lot of the details. So this was certainly an eye-opening experience.
Yeah, for sure. Well, after the movie, just helping me process it, I've definitely done some research. And so one of the heroes at that time that I kept coming up was Minnie Von Train, who was an American woman living in Nanjing, who thought Nanjing was actually more of a home than the U.S. So I can feel how much she, from great personal risk, she went and saved many citizens.
Yeah. An incredible story. And you went to go see this with some of your Chinese friends.
Yeah, right.
Feeling a lot of feels.
All the feels. I felt a smorgasbord, like I already said, of just mixed emotions. So it went from being dumbfounded and shocked to just being mortified and angry. And then afterwards, just during the credits, or even after the credits were done, just sitting there and trying to just sort of process, what did I just watch? It just definitely pulled at my heartstrings and just makes your empathy go on high alert. It was,
Do you feel you had a different experience than your Chinese friends that you went with?
Oh, definitely. They knew what we were going into and the history and just the story of how it went and just how dark it was. I hadn't just an inkling of idea of this part of history. Well, that was definitely one thing, a major takeaway for me was just how this just war in general, it just sort of brings out the darkest parts of humans and just such a lack of empathy and just human to human. Just as Confucius said, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. So,
Yeah.
Still processing.
I think I 100% agree. War makes monsters of everyone, and you cannot get around that. It doesn't matter how justified or holy you think your war is. It makes monsters of everyone.
You're right. It definitely helps also with just bringing up necessary conversation.
Yeah.
It's a little hard. Necessary conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, we're very interested in your experience in seeing this film, especially if you are a foreigner and didn't grow up in China with all of this information, what you thought and experienced and felt. Let us know down in the comments below. We'll see you next time.